Welcome back. My name is Ella from twinsmommy.com, and for today I'm going to share with you how I plan my content calendar. I have different modes of content that I have to be mindful of. So my YouTube calendar, my social media calendar, and my blog calendar are the three primary types of content that I produce. And so I wanted to share with you, how do I manage all of that? What do I do? What apps, if I do use any, do I use to manage the several sites that I have, my channels that I have, and my social media? So I thought today I would share just a snapshot of all of that. All right, now the first one I want to show you is my content schedule. I do have two other writers that help me produce content for many of my other sites. So what I'm showing with right now is just going to be like a snapshot of a couple of my sites that I have content ideas for already. Some are for my writers and some are just for me, as sort of to keep track of what I'm going to be writing. I do have a content schedule for my writers that fill several months up until I believe August and September. Right now we are sitting in April. So several months in advance, they have access to those content plans every month. So it's up to them if they want to, in 1 month, do all the content for several months. So they have the summer off. It's really up to them. I have no set deadlines for the content for my writers. So let's go look and see what I have. So this is just a dummy sheet that I have just to protect my writers and to also protect my titles and any keywords that I have. But this is pretty much what I give my writers. I give them a sheet that looks like this. It's actually automated so that I have a box on this side and I click the box and it highlights this row and it crosses out everything. So that tells the writer that I got the content, that they submitted it, and that I uploaded it. Some writers actually link their title, the blog post that they wrote, to a Google Sheet. So I just have to go to the link, download the content. But this is basically what I have. I have the box here for completed, the target site. I have several sites. This is just a snapshot of some of them. The suggested headline that I come up with, the primary keyword that I come up with, the other keywords that I come up with, and any notes that I have. So for example, I want them to source from Amazon specifically, or source from Pinterest specifically, and I will add that. Sometimes I have written the outline. So I will link to my Google Doc sheet that I have, and they can go through the outline and write their post that way. All right. And I have content on my sites just as a reminder for me to find the outline for that and write that post, or if I don't have time, to outsource it to a writer. But generally, my content that I write are usually for my main sites, which is Twins Mommy and my Elma Kane site. My other sites that I don't pay too much attention as far as me writing on it are things like Smart Mom Ideas. And then I have contributors for my other blogs that I have. But I also have writers that write some content for freelancer FAQs as well. For this month, I don't have it, but I would have sheets for every single month. And so I would just sort of duplicate the sheet and then swap everything out, change the color, and put a new month. So that's how I do that for my content editorial calendar. If you're wondering, how do I come up with these blog topics? What do I do? Go ahead and check out my video on how I find keywords for blog posts ideas, because that will sort of shed some light inside how I get those keywords and then how I come up with the blog topic in general, right? So make sure to check out that video after you watch this video. In a nutshell, that's what the content schedule is. I use the keywords to help me figure out what kind of content ideas that I come up with. It's not always the case. Like I said, I do want to write a blog post about my challenges I have right now with my daughter. And so that really doesn't come from a keyword. I could find a couple of keywords, but it's not my main focus. So I do have some blog posts on my sites, even on my Elma Kane site, where it is not keyword driven. So I can show you an example of that. So this blog post, how I made over $1,500 from a new freelance writing job in 2021. Yes, I still get paid to write, is a title that has really no keyword in it. It's not keyword driven at all. I don't even think it's that long, but it is a case study, or it's a personal blog post of my service that I offer and how much I got paid. So you can see it's all very personal, everything. And then I have some helpful advice, of course, to help anyone that wants to read this. And I got some comments for sure here. But this is a personal post that has no keyword in mind when I was writing it. I just wanted to write the post, and I did. And I was able to share it on my email list. I can promote it on social media, and I can get people to read the post and comment on it if they want. I think having a blog that has these types of personal blog posts peppered into your content is a good idea to still engage with your readership and to try to get some comments, because, lately commenting is dying. It's a dying thing. And I don't know, I like commenting on blogs still. I still do that, especially if I want to reach out to other bloggers and get to know them. That's something that I personally do, and I like doing that. But more people are doing it on social media instead. So teach their own kind of thing. But that brings me up to my social media content calendar. I'm going to show you what I've been doing with Instagram. Now, Instagram is sort of the main social media platform that I am using right now that is brand building and that I want to connect with my audience. So they are usually other moms, other freelancers, subscribers of mine, and course students of mine. So I'll just show you my Instagram right now. You can see. So here it is my Instagram. And I don't post very often. I think yesterday I posted twice, perhaps, actually. And today I posted this morning. I go in spurts of updating my stories here. So I could go weeks without it having any kind of updates. So even though I have a content calendar for social media, I am not that consistent, but I do my best to post at least once a week. And lately I've been doing a live once a week. I try to do a reel, but I haven't lately. I've been doing lives instead. I create my calendar on Canva. So let me show you that. So this is what it looks like right here. Canva has templates that you can use. So this is a template that I use, but they also have free ones that you can use. And in January of this year, I decided to make it a sort of a goal to have some ideas put out for Instagram. Now, I may not do these every single day, but these are just ideas that I can use. So, I have February here, which is not completely filled out, but it's just, again, ideas for me to go by here. And if I don't do them, that's okay, because I can just go and move them to another month. But I am trying to do this all the way every month to get some ideas for Instagram. They could be Instagram reel ideas, carousel post ideas. Those are the things that I really need to sit down. And so I do that either on a Monday or Tuesday in the morning. I might look at my calendar for Instagram and sort of set out a plan of like, okay, well, this week I do want to share a quote, or this week I definitely want to do a reel as well as an AMA kind of thing. And so I will sit there and do that. But in all honesty, that content calendar doesn't get pushed or moved very often because I do have other blogs that I, manage, and I do have email lists and course students. And so I guess what I'm saying, I'm not consistent on Instagram, but that's okay. My followers still grow. I just hit 3,000 just today, 3,000 followers, which is awesome. But I know maybe by the end of today, it might jump down to, 2998, it's okay. That's the followers on Instagram come and go. And I just slowly over time know that my followers are growing and that I'm reaching new people. And so that's all that counts. I want to build my brand on Instagram. And so with my content calendar, it just keeps and helps me be accountable that I should, maybe post this or post a educational carousel post would be a good option right now. That's something that I always try to work on every Monday or Tuesday, but if I don't, then definitely the following Monday or Tuesday. And then I also have a YouTube content calendar. Now that I have 2 YouTube channels, I am building the YouTube content for Twins Mommy, this channel right now. So I don't have a lot to show you, but I can show you my established other one or Elna Writes is the channel name. I can show you that content calendar. So for this one, I do use a Google spreadsheet, like it's just a Google sheet right here. And I have my series and I have my title and if it's been filmed and published. So I do have that. I have working titles that I put and add whenever possible. I have little series. If it's like a quitting series here, I'll do that. But lately, or a medium series that I have, lately I've been highlighting the YouTube video idea that I've been working on. So this one I just finished and published. I have other ones in blue that I want to do as my next video ideas. So, it's not structured in a way that I am confined to, I have to get these 4 videos in for that month and then go to the next month and do those 4 videos. There are YouTubers out there that have a very strict schedule like that. But for me, if I'm not feeling it, if I'm just like not there yet for that idea, I don't want to force myself to do that idea. I feel good having just sort of a list of ongoing YouTube ideas that I can just draw from. And for me, that works. It gives me the creative juice that I need, that sort of inspiration that I need. And I'm not always going to be in the whole state of mind. For a while, I was doing this quitting series. Like, that sounds really cool, but I'm not feeling it now. So I'm going to move on to something else. Maybe I'll do Medium and do Medium content, until I'm not feeling it. And then I'll do money content. And then I'll do, so I'll move around that way. And that seems to work for me. For you, if you're doing like YouTube content, you might really benefit from having, for the month of June, I'm going to do these 3 ideas. I'm going to try and do these 3 ideas. And then for July, let's work on something like this. Especially if you're doing sort of like a lifestyle type of channel, you can lean on seasonal YouTube ideas kind of thing. And so that would work for you. But since, both of my channels are educational, I can pick and choose what type of educational type of videos that I want to do and talk about. So those are my main content calendars that I use to plan out my content. So each of them are different. Like I said, I'm really keen on my blog content. It is a month to month basis that I do want to hit. I actually have too many content ideas that I can't publish in the month. I just don't have enough resources or time to do that. So I am up to the brim with content ideas for my sites, and that's a good position to have. I'd rather have more than enough content ideas than not enough. So I am good with the blog content. The social media, like I said, it comes and goes, and then I have enough for YouTube. And I'm building that out for my YouTube channel for this one here, for Twins Mommy. So hopefully I have some great ideas that are coming your way that are filled with things that about making money, growing your traffic for sure to convert to making money, affiliate marketing, YouTube stuff, and a whole whack of things that are related to being a blogger, because that's pretty much what we are. We're bloggers here that want to grow a brand and make money. All right, so if you're on the board with me, make sure to subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you in the next video.